everyone, this is Sir June. Welcome to my channel. Before we'll start our lesson for today, guys, I just want to say first that kung bago ka pa lang sa channel ko, please huwag kakalimutang mag-like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the bell notification for more videos updates. Thank you so much, guys. And our lesson for today will be all about visualizing subtraction of similar fractions. So, let us start now our lesson. So, let's proceed on the next slide. Guys, in this slide now shows the definition of fraction. So, it says here that fraction is a part of a whole. So, I have here several examples. So, I have your circle, square, triangle, and rectangle. So, now this circle is divided into two parts. We have here two parts. So, we have here 2 as our denominator. It's simply because our first figure is divided into two equal parts. And there's only one shaded part, so that means our numerator is 1. And the other figure is a square, and its fraction is 3/4. And this a triangle figure, we have here 2/3. And the next figure, it is a rectangular figure, and its fraction is 3/8. And these fractions, guys, 1/2, 3/4, 2/3, and 3/8 are called fractions. So I hope, guys, you learned now the meaning of fractions and its examples. So let us proceed now to the next slide. Now, guys, we are here in the slide. So this slide now shows for the parts of fraction. It means, therefore, guys, we'll be learning here the parts of a fraction. So our fraction example here is 4/5. So we have here 4. This is called numerator. And numerator shows us how many or number of equal parts of the whole or unit have been taken. So as you see here, I have rectangular figure, and there are 4 parts being shaded. So meaning to say our numerator is correct. So this 4 is based on the figure here, the parts taken. And here we have number below. This is 5, and this 5 is called denominator. And denominator shows us into how many equal parts the whole is divided. So we have here the rectangular figure, and it is divided into 5 equal parts. So we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So meaning to say our denominator, which is 5, is correct. So now, guys, aside from this numerator and denominator, we also have another part which is the bar line. And this bar line, guys, separates the numerator and denominator. So this is called bar line. The line between the 4 and the 5, or the line that separates the numerator and denominator. And that's all, guys, for the parts of the fraction. And let us now have some examples of fractions. So let's proceed on the next slide. Okay, guys, as I mentioned earlier in the previous slide, I'll be showing you more examples for the fractions. So now on the slide here, as you see, we have circles and divided into different parts. So the first part we have here, 1/2. This is 1/2 simply because our numerator is 1, because the circle divided into two parts and only one part being shaded or taken. So meaning to say this pink color, that is our numerator, and this is 1 now. And now the circle is divided into two equal parts, so meaning to say our denominator is 2. So therefore this fraction is 1/2. So let's proceed on the next example. So we have here another example, a circle, and this circle is divided into four equal parts. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's why our denominator is 4. And now our numerator is 2 simply because the parts being shaded or taken is 2. So therefore, the fraction for this figure is 2/4. And the next one we have here 4/8 and 1 whole. Now, guys, I will tell you something about this one. Why it is one only? Because the figure is shaded wholly, so it does not divide the other parts, and meaning to say all parts are shaded. So instead of you will be writing 1/1, you will just write it into 1 because this is the rule of fraction. And the next one we have 1/2, 1/4, and 3/4. As you see also, guys, I have also several examples. And more examples here below. We have 4/6, 2/2. And guys, I will tell you for this one why it is 2/2. Now, this 2/2 can be reduced into 1. As I mentioned here in the above, we have here one figure being shaded all parts. So just the same here. The reduced or lowest term rather of this fraction 2/2 is 1. Any number, guys, listen, any number, guys, having this having the same numerator and denominator, that will be always equal to 1. Even you will have 5/5 or 10/10, 20/20, 100/100, as long as they are the same, having the same numerator and denominator, that's always to reduce to 1. Okay, so I hope you understand that, guys. For next one, we have your 2/3 and 7/8 and 3/4. So that's all for examples of the fractions. So now, guys, let us continue our discussion about fractions. Okay, now guys, let us now name the shaded parts of the different figures that I will be showing you now here on the next slide. So let us proceed to the next slide. Guys, I have here now a rectangular figure. So as you see, there are options 7/10, 10/7, and 3/10. So we'll be finding the right answer, but before that, we need to see the figure on top. So first thing we'll do is to count all the parts of the given figure. So let us count now all together. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Therefore, guys, our denominator is 10. So we have two fractions here having the same denominators. We have 10 and 10. So our answers might be between on the two fractions only. So now for us to see which one is the correct answer, we're going to count now the shaded parts. Okay, let us count now, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Therefore, guys, our numerator is 7. So among these three options, the correct answer is 7/10. Okay, so let's proceed now to the next activity. Next one, guys, number 2 is the circle. So you have here, so again, we have options here on the right side. So for us to see the right answer, we're going to count first the all parts. So let's count all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So guys, our denominator is 8. So we have here two fractions having the same denominator. So for us to know which one of these two is the correct answer, we'll look at now the figure. But since, guys, it's very obvious that the figure, all the parts were shaded already. All the parts are shaded. So therefore, if 8 is the denominator, meaning to say the numerator is also 8. So therefore, the answer is 8/8 or 8/8. Okay, so let's proceed. Number 3 activity, the figure is the square. And the first thing we'll do is to count all the parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the denominator is 4, but we have two fractions having 4. So we'll count now the shaded parts. So 1, 2, 3, and the numerator rather is a 3. So therefore, guys, our answer is this one, 3/4. Okay, so let's proceed. Now, guys, I think this is the last exam, activity number 4. So we have two figures here, but guys, I'm telling you now that don't be confused if you have several figures shown in that activity, because that is just very easy in telling the answer. Because same thing will do. If I told you earlier that the first thing we'll do is to count the total parts of the figure, will just do the same here if we encounter two figures, three figures in one item. Okay, so first thing we'll count now the parts, all the parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So guys, the total parts of all these figures is 8. So we have your options 7, 8, and 6, 8. So but we do not know yet which one is the correct answer. For us to know that, guys, we'll count again we count first the parts being shaded of the given figure. Okay, so let's count all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, guys, we have now the numerator, and our numerator now is 7. So the correct answer of this figures is 7/8. Okay, this in the middle. Okay, so let's proceed now. It's a very exciting topic. So our next slides will be discussing all about the word problems involving subtraction of similar fractions. Again, guys, I'll just be telling you a little concepts about the similar fractions. When we say similar fractions, these are fractions having the same denominators. And how are we going to subtract similar fractions? Guys, take note that when we subtract similar fractions, we'll just subtract all the denominators, and now no, sorry, we'll just subtract all the numerators rather, and the what we'll do for the denominators, we'll just copy it. Again, the concept for subtraction of similar fractions, we'll just subtract the numerators and copy the denominators. Okay, so let us have now one problem, guys. Okay, before we'll go to problem, so now, guys, the problem is related on this questions as I'll be asking you this slide. So the first question is, what did you do to make your body healthy and physically fit? Do you exercise? Do you jog? How often? Now the last question, guys, before proceeding to the question or the problem is, what benefits can you get from jogging? Okay? Here the problem. So I will read to you guys the problem for you to understand, and help, guys, while I'm reading, you're also reading, and please understand and analyze the problem when you are after reading, or while you are reading, because it's really hard to solve a problem without understanding. So please understand and analyze the problem. So now here the problem is, Jeffrey and Ricky jog regularly. So one morning, Jeffrey jogged 6.8 kilometer, while Ricky jogged 5.8 kilometer. How much farther did Jeffrey jog than Ricky? So, do you have no idea, guys, what is the answer? So let us solve now the problem. Okay, here we are, guys. The first question is, who jogs regularly? So I attach here the answer. We have here Jeffrey and Ricky. So we'll have the second question. What part of kilometer did Jeffrey jog one morning? So the answer is 6.8. When we say part, guys, don't please don't forget, I'm telling you this. When we say part, this is another term in fraction. So we will should we will guys we should familiarize the terms related to fraction. Part is one of the terms in fraction. So next question we have, what about Ricky? So the answer here is 5/8. And the fourth question is, what does the problem ask you to find? And the answer is the distance of Jeffrey jogged than Ricky. And the last question is, how will you solve for the answer to the problem? And the answer is we need to use subtraction. So I wrote here below, we have here 6/8 from Jeffrey, and for 5/8 we have here from Ricky. And now, since our operation is subtraction, so we'll just subtract these fractions. And again, as I mentioned earlier, that in subtracting similar fractions, we'll just subtract the numerators and copy the denominator. So we'll just subtract 6 minus 5 equals 1 and copy the denominator, and the answer is 1/8. 1/8, guys, is the distance from Jeffrey to Ricky. Okay? Okay, now guys, the next slides will be showing with you more solutions or more ways in answering the problem from Jeffrey and Ricky. Now let us investigate our answer. If our answers are correct, or if our answer is correct, and we're going to show you also several ways, and what are those ways on how to solve the problem from Jeffrey and Ricky using bar graph, or I mean bar diagram rather, so, or blocks. So let us now see the first ways or solution in solving the problem. Okay, how did you solve the problem? Okay, solution number one. Okay, so we have now here, guys, the slide showing the first solution. We can actually solve the problem from Jeffrey and Ricky using this block or bar graph or bar diagram rather. So we have here, since they are the same, guys, similar denominators, we have 8/8. So we will make a bar or block with eight boxes. So let us count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that is 8. So now, guys, when that is 8, so each box that is 1/8. So we have here 1/8, 1/8, 1/8, 1/8, 1/8, 1/8. All of that are this that's like these boxes now, guys. That is shows for the Jeffrey's jug. So that's a total of what of 6/8. Why? We'll just add all ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So therefore our numerator for Jeffrey is 6, and we'll just copy the denominators of these fractions, and that is 8 here for Jeffrey. So we have 6/8 that he jogged. And now for Ricky, now we have also here arrow, that's arrow here, and Jeffrey only runs or jog up to here on this part, and we'll count all the ones there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Therefore, he has a 5 here as the numerator, and the denominator is just copy 8. So now we'll just look at it here without using subtraction, guys. We can use here by visualizing or looking at here the remaining. So what is the distance now? So the distance here, look at this arrow, small arrow. So there is one box for 1/8, that which Jeffrey jogged. So meaning to say this is the distance, their distance that they are jogging. So the answer is 1/8. Again, guys, this is another solution in showing the answer or answering the problem using block or bar diagram. Okay, so let us now proceed on the next solution. Okay. Now here another solution, guys. We have here on top. We have 8 over 8 kilometer or 1 kilometer, and now each one here distance is 8. So we have here 8 here, all this one till here. So 1 8 plus 1 8 is 2 8s. We have here another 1 8 3 8 plus another 1 8 4 8, and 5 8 6 8 7 8 and 8 8. Now here again, it's if the numerator and denominators are the same, meaning to say that is equal to 1 when reduced to lowest term. Okay, so we have here, so Jeffrey jogged up to here 6 8, and Ricky jogged up to here only 5 8. And as you see here, very clear, the picture shows there is 1 8 because the distance of that each line is 1 8. So there is one line left here. So meaning to say that is 1 8 kilometer farther. Okay. So that's all. Okay, guys, it shows now here third solution in solving the problem of Ricky and Jeffrey. So we have here in the circular figure, we have here one each. Each part is 1 8. So first thing is to draw a circle and should be divided into 8 parts. And for that, each part, 8 parts, since we divided into 8 parts, so in each part, there is 1 8 there. So 1 8 1 8 dot all parts. And since Ricky jogged 5 8 kilometers, so we'll just there you just what's that, a count up to 5 parts. And for here Jeffrey jogged 6 8 kilometers, so just count up to 6 parts. So we have here one remaining here, that is the answer each part. So of the distance there of their jogging is 1 8. Okay, so 1 8 kilometer farther. So how did you find the activity? How were you able to solve for the answer to the problem? Okay, guys, we have here third or second word problem, and this will be the last word problem, guys. And later we'll be showing you several activities for you to apply of what you have learned from our discussion in this video tutorial. So we have here word problem number 2. So I will read the problem, and please, guys, you will read with me and you understand and analyze of what you are reading. So okay, let's start. One Sunday morning, Mark and his friends went to church. After the service, they decided to have their snacks at the Foodman La Carlota. They bought a cake. They divided the cake into 6 equal parts. They ate for 6 and brought the rest. What part of the cake did they bring home? So the fraction there, the word fraction there, guys, is the part. As I mentioned with you, please always remember the terms for fraction. So the hint there is the part. So that means fraction. Sorry. So let us now solve this problem. Okay, we have here, so 6 over 6, this is the cake, and divided into 6 equal parts. And now we have here 4 6 because they ate 4 6 and the rest brought at home. And now, guys, we'll use subtraction to find out how many parts that they brought at home. So let's subtract only 6 minus 4 equals 2, and copy only the denominator. And we'll see our answer here is 6 over, no, 2 over 6 rather. And we'll see now if our answer is correct. Okay, guys, the answer is correct. So 2 over 6. But then, guys, there are two. Mark and his friends, there are two, so meaning, I mean, two or more. I mean, they are going to divide now this 2, 6. So how much they brought home. So how many parts that they brought home. So now let's divide this into 2 over 2. And let's see now. Okay, so now guys, here in the division, actually there is another way of dividing. We'll discuss that by next video tutorial, guys. But for this now, I will not I will not let you confuse, and I'll just give you the simple discussion here. We'll just divide here the 2 divided by 2 and 6. Actually, guys, here I will tell you now in division in similar I mean this different denominators, we're going to apply another technique. I will use your butterfly technique, guys. So 2 divided by 2 equals 1 and 6 divided by 2 equals 3. That is a butterfly technique when dividing fractions. So let us see. Our answer, guys, by the way, is 1/3, and we'll see now if our answer is correct. Okay, correct. Our answer, guys, correct by applying the butterfly technique. Okay, guys, in this now slide, I will be showing you two slides for activities. And guys, you can answer this using your pad paper or any other extra paper that you can use, and you can write your answer there. And if there will be time that you need to draw for the bar diagram or blocks, you may draw if needed. Okay, so we'll show you now the activities. Okay, so that is the first one. So you are going to find now the answer. And this is for number 2. Please start answering now. Just write your answer in the pad paper. And for number 3, and this is for number 4, and the last one will be this figure. So as you can start your answering, guys, just write your answer in the extra paper, and we'll check that later. So we'll proceed now to the next activity, which is activity number 2. Okay, in this slide now, guys, as you see here, we have here subtract similar fractions. So it's easy, very easy only. You can only subtract that. So we have here subtract similar fractions. By the way, guys, this activity, but we are going to check now your answer in the previous slide. So we have here, this is a checking time. So we're going to subtract now the 5 seventh minus 4 seventh, and we just subtracted 5 minus 4 equals 1, and then copy the denominator. And let us now check your number 2, guys. Okay, and that is 7th eighth minus 4/8 equals 3/8. So please check your paper, guys, if your answer is correct. The answer for number 1 is 1/7, and number 2 is 3/8. So let's proceed now in number 3. So as you see here, number 3, we have here a block diagram. So we have here colored now, shaded parts, 4/5, and will be subtracted 3/5. And let's see what's the next. Okay, so we'll see if that is correct. So we have here 1/5, guys. Now answer in number 3. So let's have now number 4. So the block is this one having 4 equal parts. And that is 3/4. Look at now the 3/4. There are 3 equal parts being shaded. And minus this fraction 2/4, and we'll see now what's the answer. Okay, we subtracted 2/4, and the shaded part left is one part only, and the answer is 1/4. So let's have the last one. Let's check number 5. So this is now the fraction, and we have here 8/9, and we'll see the shaded parts of 8. We have here now. Subtract. The fraction is 3/9 and equals to. So we'll see if that shaded part is correct. And the answer is 5/9. So guys, these are the answer. We're then answering the previous activity and hope that you're able to get the correct answer or all of these questions. Or I hope that you are perfect. Okay, so we'll have now the next one, guys. So how do we visualize subtraction of fractions? Again, how do we visualize subtraction of fractions? So take note, guys, that in visualizing the difference of similar fractions, we may use a fraction chart, regions, or a number line. So a while ago in our discussion, we actually use different number lines, blocks, or bar diagrams, or other ways so that we can find the right answer. So it's up to you guys if which of those solution ways that I showed you earlier you're to follow, you will do or use. But I'm encouraging you to apply those ways. At least it's better to have several knowledge and solving the word problems involving fractions using of subtraction fundamental operation. Okay, so let's proceed. So we'll be having a group activity or performance task, guys. Okay, this is not a problem. So I will read, and the same thing will use. We'll read, understand, and analyze the problem so that we can find the right answer. So Joseph, guys, and his mother bought a cassava delight near City Bulacan. They divided the cassava delight into 8 equal parts. They ate for 8 and brought home the rest. So what part of the cassava cake did they bring home? Okay, these are the four groups should do. So group one will do role play that shows your answer. Group two, draw a region to show your answer. Group three, create and sing a song to show your answer. And group four, create dance steps to show your answer. Guys, this activity is very exciting because you will be all doing and using fraction using this problem. So I hope guys you will be enjoying while doing this activity and hope that it will be applied to real life situation. I mean the problem will be doing in different way in finding the answers. So hope guys you will enjoy and good luck to your activity. So are you ready? Activity, guys, we have here. So please, the same thing you will do, you just answer this activity and write your answer in the extra paper, and we'll check later your answer. So the instruction here is you have to analyze the following fractions and then subtract and choose the letter of your answer. Reduce your answer to lowest term if possible. So just write your answer, guys, letters only. Choose only A, B, or C, and I will check your answer later after answering the slides. So we have here 4 fourth over, no, divide, subtract rather, 2 over 4. So what is n? N is the number or the answer. Okay, so please answer now, guys, and write your answer in the paper. So very easy only. I hope that later you will get the perfect score. The continuation, guys, the 4 and 5 numbers or item. So please answer now. Just choose the correct answer only among the choices given. Choose the shaded region to show the number sentence. So you have your guys choices 1 or 5 items. You may copy this guys in the paper, and you need to show this one the fractions in each region. So 9/10 you should shade here this part, and for 10th you also shade this part. This bar line, I mean, sorry, this diagram or block represents for 10th. So you need to use this bar one for the 4/10 and show this your number of parts being shaded. Also here number 2, we have here blocks. You may also use that for each fraction just to represent or show for the number sentence of the given problem, to show the shaded region. And we have so number 3, number 4, and number 5. Very easy only, guys. Just shade this one, the blocks, and after that you may subtract and show your answer. Because here you just write your answer. N means the answer or the number. Okay? So good luck. Hope you will get perfect score. Okay, another activity. So use the shaded region to show the number sentence. So we'll have here now. So you may also do the same, guys. Answer. Okay, we're now checking the answer, guys. Look at this one. So check your answer if correct. Look at these answers. So it shows now here the answers. So please be careful. So what's the answer for number 2? That is 5/10 or 5/10. So number 3, we have your fractions. Look at this. So again, guys, before proceeding to number three's answer, we have here 5/10. Since the instruction is reduced to lowest term if possible, so we reduce to lowest term. So we have your 1/2 is the final answer. You must always reduce to your lowest term your answer, guys, because this is the rule in fraction. Your answer in fraction must always reduce to lowest term. That is the rules. So always follow the rules so that your answer will be correct. Because if the answer will not be reduced to lowest term, so that will not be considered by your teacher. So meaning to say, you must reduce so that you will have correct answers. So number 3, this is 1. So the answer is 4/8. And reduce to lowest term, the answer is 1/2. Just look at the diagram or blocks. So number 4 answer is 1/4. And number 5 last problem, the answer is 3/6. And reduce to lowest term, since 3/6 that one, the answer is 1/2. And that is the block of the 1/2. Done discussing our lesson for today, visualizing fractions using similar fractions. And I hope, guys, you learn a lot from our discussion for this simple video tutorial. Hope that you will use this for your lesson, regular math subject. And I hope that I always wish to my viewers na you hope you learned a lot, discovered a lot of things from my vlogs, from my videos. And guys, for if you are just new to my channel, please do not forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the bell notification for more videos updates. And guys, thank you so much, and that's all for today, and see you for my next vlog. Love you all. Bye.